So, here we go. Something rather, bizarre and funny happened the other day, which I saw. Now, I just saw a photo. I just saw a news article. I didn't even see a news article. It was more like a headline, a part of a post in some social media. I don't remember where it was. It was probably on Facebook. However, the photo was so bizarre. I first, and to be completely honest, you never know these days. Maybe it's AI. Maybe it is. But this came from a, shall we say, credible source. Credible enough that they usually don't post AI stuff. So I think this was actually 100% real. Here's basically what happened. In Finland, some football team got relegated to a second tier division in their respective football league. Now, if you don't know football, by the way, when I say football, I mean what the Americans call soccer, excuse me. That's, I don't need to explain what football is really. If you don't know what football is, if you don't know what soccer is, go Google it and familiarize yourself with the sport. However, the soccer teams, the football teams, they play in different leagues. Each country has their own league, there are teams, and there are divisions. You got the tier 1 division, the tier 2 division, the tier 3 division, and of course, the lower the division, the lower the tiers, the less accolades, the less chance of a qualification to some international cup or tournament, the less the payment, I guess. Everything is just bad. Nobody wants to be second tier. They all want to be first tier. So, a Finnish football team got relegated to let's call it the tier 2 division, because I'm not familiar with the respective divisions in Finnish football, but let's just say for the sake of the argument that this team was in the tier 1 division and got relegated after this season to the tier 2 division because they didn't win enough games, right? That pissed off the fans naturally, but it pissed some of them off so much that they committed arson. I was about to say arsonery, but it's arson. They committed arson. They lit up their entire stadium. It's pretty wild. I saw a photo of an entire football stadium being burned to the ground. Well, it was on fire, and it was totally engulfed by flames. Can you imagine that? The fans are actually turning, or the supporters, some of their most passionate, are turning into arsonists. Excuse me. Imagine that. You're so engulfed, you're so passionate about your football team. And of course, when they don't perform according to your standard, when they don't do what you expect them to do, you want to let them know. Now, here's what most football supporters do. They boo their teams. Maybe they throw some stuff at the pitch. By the way, I'm not encouraging anybody to do this. I'm just letting you know what usual, ordinary football fans and football supporters do. And they probably write and harass their teams on social media and probably send messages to the football players as well. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. But committing arsonry and lighting up, burning down their own stadium, their own home field, it's pretty sick and it's pretty wild. And this actually inspired me, or excuse me, that's the wrong word. Well, it inspired me a little bit to talk about how energy and time works, and how time and energy vampires work, because this is precisely how time and energy vampires work. They too cause utter destruction when they got something going for them. Because just like this football stadium, according to the news outlet and according to the photos that I saw, just like that stadium burnt down to the ground, so will time and energy vampires burn you of your time and energy and cause utter and complete havoc and destruction. That's why you need to stay away from them. They're relentless. And if you don't enforce standards, if you don't maintain your distance, if you don't consider your life great enough, if you don't consider yourself valuable enough, then you're gonna attract these sort of people who pretty much will ruin you long term. This is no joke. I'm not joking around here. This is how they behave. This is how they act. That's why it is in your best interest to maintain your own high standards. Stay away from them. Repel them if you have to. Otherwise, they're going to cause massive destruction. Otherwise, you're going to end up feeling bad. And, well, you're probably not going to be burnt down like the football stadium, but you're proverbially going to be burnt down inside of you. Because all your time and energy and your lust, your soul, they're all going to be burnt down. Think about it. So that's today's encouragement. Learn how to spot the time and energy vampires at a distance, unless you want your own life to be ruined. And if you like this episode, if you want to learn more about time and energy vampires and how to protect yourself from them, then go get subscribed to my email list. The link to do so is below the episode description wherever you're watching or listening to this. And that'll be it for today. I'll see you later.